So hello everyone, Myrmonden here, welcome to my review of Ancient Magus episode 12. So I found it a really good episode. Maybe I would say it was a strong episode, but not the best episode that I've had, because it was very beautiful. The whole class scenery. And I got goosebumps right away when Linden was singing there again. So that happened right, she's flying there, reminding me of episode 3 with Nevin, of course, the whole dragon flying thing there. So that was reminiscing of that. Very beautiful scene, very cool to see the power up that much. Well, sound kind of like, you know, birds of art woman, but okay, yeah. So we had that thing, and then it was something with their mom, right? So, but that being said, it was a very long scene. So I felt that one thing, I don't think it's nitpicking. One thing I would say though is that when she was flying up there in the sky, that was very cool. She was flying up, and it was very, very beautiful. But then it kind of just padded out, right? It kind of like got in this kind of, yeah, this kind of, ooh. Then you stopped there for like a minute, like, ooh. But yeah. So I think that was pretty clear there that you was kind of like, I would say it was too long. Yeah, I would say it was too long. I think it was a beautiful scene, but it felt like it could probably be, I don't know how long it was, but let's say it was like 5 minutes long. It probably could be like 4 minutes. Yeah, it felt like it was a little too long. Same with the singing actually as well. I think the singing was very beautiful, very nice scenery again. But again, it went on like for 1 minute too long. Yeah, so I think that's the problem there. I feel like it's a little too much padding out there. This episode actually felt a little padded out. So slow as always, yeah, slow as always. But otherwise, it was very beautiful. So anyway, let's talk about the real stuff. Then I want to talk about it's the her mother, right? So we see Nevin, the whole thing with him. That was kind of weird. But that was kind of like, remember Russian people, so in the whole Russian. But anyway, so we see her mom, and she is pregnant during the flashback there. If it's a flashback, I think there was definitely Professor Fields there. It was kind of, is it actually a flashback or not? But she was like, oh, I didn't remember that. Like, and it almost felt like she had kind of, you know, fabricated that memory, right? Like she was having a nice dream and she was fabricating that dream of her mom being and her father. And the father was like a random nobody. And that was a bit special. So that might be a thing. I was mentioning that. But she did also say that she saw the monsters though, and most like, don't look at them, like, yeah. So I guess it actually wasn't a dream. So then it goes back to difference again then. What happened to her dad? Something we wondering for quite a while. What happened to her father? So dad wasn't really there, and that is kind of weird. What happened to her? Yeah, what happened to him? Did he just like abandon her after her mom did stuff? And also, of course, then, because that I haven't seen at least in the flashback earlier. Was her mom pregnant during the early flashbacks, or has she a sibling somewhere? I think it meant a sister. So those she just has a sister somewhere that might also have really strong powers, right? It probably also is a Sledgeberg and have the same kind of powers, or similar high potential powers. So it also is very interesting. So that was, to me, at least, the biggest part of the episode. That Chise did have a father, if this flashback is correct then, in her life. Where is he? Is he a magical thing? Because like, where is her mom actually magical? I mean, Lyndon mentioned that red hair is kind of magical. She had red hair, so maybe her mom also could see those things and it made it go crazy, right? So it could be her mom carrying down the gene of like magic things, of course. But also again, then she like has a sister out there somewhere, right? And her sister probably also has quite powerful magic stuff. As we saw the episode, she's flying back to Elias. So yeah, so like that I think is a big thing for the episode to take away for me, definitely. Absolutely, and I think that makes somewhat sense to me. I don't somewhat sense, but it's kind of classic narrative. I think it's gonna happen that she has like an evil sister, right, or some kind of maybe something someone has, you know, controlled or whatever, manipulated. That just seems to me at least like there could definitely be a thing there, and we see it next week, but probably not because the preview I felt showed the whole next season. I think the preview I think next week showed us several episodes, but anyway, there's also kind of black dragon or kind of black big bird there, so kind of orc. Also rock, I mean, yeah, orc. Yeah, anagram. So kind of rock, like black rock or something. And I think that could be a sister. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, it could be something, right? Like, because she's a firebird, it could be whatever. I mean, it feels like, I don't, that to me at least would be some kind of pretty cool storyline that her sister is out there. She's like maybe 15, 16 out there, right? Doing some bad stuff, definitely. It could be something for sure. But why else did this flashback? Kinda like, why else did this flashback show us there that her mom was pregnant? And I was like, what is that gonna be, right? So I think that's something for sure. Something like that. Or maybe saving her sister, right? No matter what, it could be something. Or she used extra pradic, because her sister was never born. Also could be a thing, of course. Definitely. Anyways, yeah, she flew there. We talked about the flying thing. That flying thing was That was really cool. Seeing the kind of fire spirit she picked last week, or was 2 weeks ago. I don't know if the one thing, actually put 2 weeks ago. Picked that thing right, flew over there. That was pretty cool. But I will say the episode was, I mean, this was pretty good. But again, it's kind of like, man, this took them a long time getting there, right? Like they were flying away. It took them a long time getting there. But I did like the whole Vaughn creating and so on, and kind of the weird intermission with Neville in kind of wood thing there. Yeah. I didn't think she was teleporting first off. So it was like, I can connect the world now. I was like, oh, teleporting? I was like, nope. It's gonna fly there. It's gonna become a firebird. But anyway, it was really cool. Hope to see you guys next week and have a great Christmas.